22 rimfire. Can you dry fire a 22 rimfire? And this is a question a lot of people ask and a lot of people struggle with, and it is something that I struggled with when I first got into firearms. I always heard that, oh, dry firing a 22 can damage your rifle or pistol, and that is the truth with most 22s, with the exception of Rugers. Right here I have my Ruger 1022, and in this rifle you can dry fire it, as I believe you can also dry fire the Ruger Mark II and Mark III target pistols, because in the bolt right here it has a firing pin, retaining pin, and basically that stops the firing pin from smashing into the face of the chamber, which can over time cause like a dent or chips to break off or of your chamber face. So let me show you what I mean. Obviously right here is the chamber where I'm going to put the cartridge in here, where the cartridge would sit in, like that. Let me get that out of there. And then when the rifle is loaded, basically the cartridge sits inside the bolt like this. It's on top of the trigger assembly where the hammer is. And when you pull the trigger, the hammer, which I'll lower safely, will smack into the firing pin, which hits the rim of the cartridge and fires it. So the firing pin is right here. You see it moving. So if you don't have a cartridge in the chamber, without the retaining pin, the firing pin will smack right into the face of the chamber, and over time, if you do that over and over again, it will damage your chamber and it will cause cases to stick and malfunctions to happen. But that is the case with the Ruger, that it has the retaining pin in it. So you can dry fire this rifle without any damage to the chamber. And I don't know, is that all I wanted to say? Yeah. So do not dry fire. Well, it depends on which rifle or handgun you have. Read your manual and do some research before you start dry firing, because some certain models will allow you to dry fire and some you cannot dry fire. Do your research before you mess up your rifle or your handgun. But many people have these Rugers, so this is a video to show you that you can dry fire it. Also, if your rifle does not have the retaining pin for the firing pin, if you really want to dry fire it, you can use something as a buffer, such as a fired cartridge. So the rim of the cartridge provides some cushion for the firing pin, so it's not smashing into the face of the chamber. Or you can use anything else that you could put right here. You just got to remove it before you cock it again. But I would recommend using a fired cartridge, which would probably work the best because it'll just slip right into the chamber and you won't damage your guns. Okay, well, do not dry fire your rimfire unless you know for sure you can. in the case with the Rugers, but most other rifles you cannot. So do your research and don't mess up your gun. Okay guys, thanks for watching.